Our movie starts with a group of friends sitting at a party discussing healthy and vegetarian food. One of them asks about a program that calculates calorie intake. When they search for the program's name, they find one called Countdown, with a message indicating when they will die. They decide to download the app, agreeing that whoever gets the earliest death prediction will drink all the drinks on the table. After downloading the app, each of them gets their predicted time of death. One of the friends, named Court, discovers she will die in just 3 hours. The countdown begins on her phone and she becomes very scared. However, they all joke around and Court drinks with her boyfriend Ivan. Afterward, Court and Ivan leave in their car, but she asks him not to drive as he's drunk. He refuses and insists on driving. Court decides to walk home instead. On the way, she receives a message from the app that she violated its terms of use, and then she sees creepy creatures. She runs home in fear. Upon entering the bathroom, she feels a strange movement. At the exact moment she was supposed to die, she is pulled upwards, thrown to the ground, and dies. Ivan, Court's boyfriend, appears in his car post-accident with a tree branch through the windshield all the way to the passenger seat where Court was supposed to sit, noticing she would have died in either scenario. Later on, we go to Quinn, the smart nurse who is following up on Ivan's condition after his leg was broken in the accident. She goes to talk to him and shows him that the app predicted he would die in 19 hours, which is the exact time left until his surgery. Ivan tells her about what happened to his girlfriend Court. However, Quinn tries to convince him that the app is wrong and its only purpose is to scare people. Then, Quinn gets surprised by the nursing team celebrating her because she passed her exams and has become one of them. Her colleague Scott eats a lot of cake, so they warn him that he might die early because of all the sugar he puts in his system. Quinn suggests to Scott that he download the Countdown app to find out when he will die. He does so, and he discovers he will die in 53 years. Then he sends them all the links to the app so each of them can know when they will die. After the day ends, Quinn opens the message from Scott, decides to download the app, and agrees to the terms of use. The app informs her that she will die in 2 days and 22 hours. Then she goes home with her hospital paperwork, realizing she needs to get her birth certificate. While searching for it, she hears a strange noise coming from the closet. When she opens it, she finds her sister Jordan and her friend having some fun together. Afterwards, she finds the birth certificate and sees her father, and they agree to visit their mother's grave on Saturday. The next day, we see Ivan sitting in the hospital and the app shows him that he has 3 minutes left to live, so he decides to escape and not have the surgery. Then he receives a message that he violated the terms of use, and as he looks at himself in the hospital mirror, he feels like someone is watching him, but he finds no one. Suddenly, the mirror shatters and he gets very tense. He runs to the emergency stairs but finds the door locked and it gets dark. In front of him appears Court, who's supposed to be dead with a terrifying face. As Ivan's time to die approaches, he and his phone gets thrown from the 5th floor. Later, we see Quinn arrive at the hospital, and as she enters the hospital, she is struck by the news that Ivan is dead, and everyone around her says that he jumped. Then, she goes to his room, grabs his phone, and tries to open the app, but it requires facial recognition. She retrieves his body and brings the phone close to his face, and it unlocks, confirming that his death time was as shown in the app. She realizes the seriousness of the app when she discovers her own death is set for Saturday. She calls her father and cancels their visit to her mother's grave on Saturday. Then, she receives a message from the app that she violated its rules, and suddenly she feels a presence in the room, but it disappears. At that moment, a hospital doctor calls her for help, but he tries to harass her, so she fights with him and leaves. At night, Quinn goes home and realizes the app cannot be deleted. She reads more about the app and sees a picture of Court, who died because of it, and watches a video of a girl saying the app is real and terrifying, and suddenly the girl dies in the video. When she closes the laptop, she sees Ivan in front of her, gets scared, breaks her phone, and spends the night in her car. The next day, Jordan wakes Quinn up, and Quinn tells her that she slept in the car because she found a cockroach in the house, which scared her. Jordan notices that Quinn's phone is broken, and Quinn tells her that it fell. At that moment, Jordan notices a message on Quinn's phone from the Countdown app, but Quinn takes the phone from her and changes the subject. However, Jordan tells her that she can't believe in such an app. Quinn knew that Jordan was coming to stay with her for 2 days because their father is out of town, but Quinn Quinn refuses to let her sister stay with her and asks her to leave, so Jordan argues with her and leaves. Afterwards, Quinn goes to buy a new phone and a new SIM card, and before leaving the store, she finds a message from the Countdown app on her phone, even though she never downloaded the app. Then, Quinn gets into her car and sees a strange illusion on the car screen, and suddenly, a hand appears from behind her and tries to strangle her. So Quinn steps on the gas pedal hard and crashes into the car in front of her. Then, a guy named Matt comes and defends her, telling her that he also downloaded the app and has only 18 hours left to live. They decide to stay up together and talk about the app, agreeing that they must read the terms of the app, which they previously agreed to without reading. They decide to find someone else to download the app for them. They ask a man sitting nearby to download the app for them, and they find out that users are not allowed to change their fate or they will be punished. Then, Quinn remembers that she canceled a cemetery trip and realizes that Matt canceled his trip because he thought he would die there. They advise the man not to agree to the terms, but he agrees and discovers that he will die at the age of 91. Then they go to the hospital's chaplain and tell him what is happening, so he advises them to go to someone else because he cannot help them and gives them his contact information. At that moment, one of the hospital employees approaches Quinn and tells her she is needed. Then Matt goes to the bathroom and there he finds someone trying to open it. When Matt comes out of the bathroom, he sees a child's leg breaking through the wall. A strange movement appears and then the lights goes out. Matt finds the bathroom door open and hears someone screaming, and when he goes to see who's screaming, he finds a ghost attacking him and asking him where Matt is. Then the light comes back on and Matt quickly leaves the bathroom. At that moment, Quinn goes with the employee and finds herself in an investigation because the doctor who assaulted her filed a complaint against her, accusing her of harassing him. The council suspends her from work, so she becomes very angry and leaves. Later, Quinn goes with Matt to the address they got from the priest, where they meet a strange priest who tells them that their story is similar to one he read before. He informs them in the story the entity chasing the protagonist was not the Grim Reaper. It was the devil who came to torture him before his predetermined death. He tells them that this app is the new version of that story and advises them to check the app code and break through. Quinn realizes they need someone to hack into the program, so she goes to the guy from the phone shop named Doc and offers him and Matt a lot of money. Doc agrees and manages to access the program files, discovering that all the codes are written in Latin. Doc also manages to access the countdowns for all the app users and changes the countdowns for Quinn, Matt, and Jordan, who downloaded the app. Quinn discovers that hers showed she died 3 minutes ago. Afterwards, Matt and Quinn thank Doc, and Quinn offers Matt to spend the night with her because she is scared, and they go home together. Matt tells her that when he was 10, his brother was hospitalized due to a medical condition, and his family was always more concerned about his brother than him. Matt still feels guilty because he stole a game from his brother when he died. Then, Quinn also tells him that when she was a teenager, she was grounded, so she slipped away from her mother to attend a party. Her mom went out looking for her and a car hit her because of that, so Quinn always feels responsible for her mother's death. Then they go to sleep. Suddenly, Quinn wakes up and finds the bedside lamp flickering on itself. Then she sees a hand coming out from under her bed, trying to strangle her, so Matt comes and assures her that it was just a nightmare. At that moment, they discover that the app has returned as it was before and they're going to die in a few hours. At this time, Quinn goes to Jordan's place where she discovered that she only has 4 hours to live. She notices someone turning off the lights, so she hides under the bed. Suddenly, the bed is pulled from above her and a terrifying figure beside her asks for Quinn's location. Jordan quickly runs to the door and finds her sister and Matt, so they all go to the priest who helped them and tell him what happened. The priest informs them that the app is a curse from the devil and that they need to break the curse by having one of them die before their countdown or by living longer through religious rituals. He explains how to create a protective star using salt and bay leaves, and they perform the ritual. Matt only has 2 minutes left to live. Suddenly, the light goes out and they gather inside the circle. The priest continues to recite prayers to break the curse. The devil appears in front of them but cannot enter the circle. He tries to trick them by showing Matt his brother's game, causing Matt to step out of the circle and get hit by a car, dying instantly, which aligns with his countdown in the app. Quinn bids farewell to Matt, knowing she will see him soon. At that moment, Quinn notices Jordan bleeding, so she rushes her to the hospital. A nurse informs Quinn that she also experienced harassment from the doctor and assures her support if she reports it. Quinn realizes the same doctor is treating her sister, so she quickly thanks him for his help. Then, Quinn stays with her sister and they realize they only have a few minutes left to live. Quinn goes to the doctor's office and demands her job back, offering him what he wanted in the first place. She tells him that she will be waiting for him in the empty wing of the hospital. When he goes after her, we see her waiting for him to take his life earlier than his time is up. She thought that this was the only way to break the curse for everyone who downloaded the app, because that doctor too downloaded the same app back when they celebrated Quinn's pass in the test. However, before she can do it, the doctor disappears and Quinn understands that things are going as she planned and that she was right. The devil tries to take Jordan to kill her, so Quinn threatens to inject herself with a substance to commit suicide. The devil transforms into Quinn's mother to stop her, but Quinn isn't fooled and ends her life by injecting herself with that needle. The devil turns to ashes. When Jordan finds Quinn, she sees the substance name written on her arm, so she injects her with an anti-substance that reverses the effect what Quinn had. Quinn wakes up and the countdown stops on their phones. Later, we see Jordan, Quinn, and their father go to their mother's grave, where Quinn gets a notification saying that the app has been updated successfully. And that's it. If you like this recap, hit like, share, and subscribe to our channel to keep seeing content like this one. If you have any requests or thoughts, drop them below in the comments section and we will see you at the next one. Peace out!